Stream elements.
Okay, let's just.
Fighting ground. Versus Rack Raining.
Yo. Let's see.
Heard they was praying for my damn fall. So let them pray.
Dulcimer Temple.
Are y'all tired of playing the sidelines? Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to get up for the fight of my life.
Sure thing.
All right, I'm
Let's
ready.
dance.
This is the path I have chosen. This is the path I have chosen. Right there! An opening! Right there! An opening! Right there! Here comes a new challenger!
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us round one. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Sticks the combo. Neither of them willing to back off. Jumps. Hits him with a stop and block. Going in. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Oh. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Jumps up, throws them forward, and puts the super armor to good use. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Close range projectile. Player two has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive knockdown. Your KO. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Gets the knockdown, and now opts for the throw. The low heavy hits. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play. They can't squander this punish counter chance. All right, what's coming up next? Player two needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. KO. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Drive boosted, hello. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Going in. Now, can they finish the job? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. That's a counter. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Jump barely blocks the jump in. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Presses for a reaction with a box. Solid anti-air. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Sets up with the jump in. Doesn't miss a beat. Crowns him from above. range here. You know they were waiting for that. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this. Just drops them hard. Nice fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. Sticks out a kick. Player 2! Can't nothing stop this train! Side switch! What's next? Ooh, you never know what can happen! Links it! Keeps him out! Gets into perfect fireball range. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick. All in with a rush! Oh my god, what a throw tech! Anti-air in the clutch! Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with the level 3 super! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Barely blocks the jump in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Taking stock. No more drive gauge. Not shy with the grab. What's the play here? Denies the low head. Grabs him. The pressure is so intense here. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. This is the perfect range to reach our KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Uses the parry. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. What'll happen here? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Breaks the block with a throw. Manages to hit them with a stop and block. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this. Are you serious? They had a read on that jump in the whole time? Pull a big time whip! Wrapping it out up close. Not close enough for the throw. What's next? Both hurting for some connects with the throw. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Pass them on the throw. Flatlines them. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Nice fireball. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this rate. Meets them air to air. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 with the window owning that face. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Gut punch shreds him. There's a burnout. A real test of Nook fakes out the low kick. What a statement with that fireball. They're in range. Oh my god, last super. The super hit. It's gonna be enough to kill. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed.
Now you know.
Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. We're in for something special right here, right now. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Jump in finds the mark. Dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. This is a tough spot. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive move and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Nails the anti-air. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Stop the attack by using a drive parry. Checks them with a projectile. The pressure is so intense here. Balance from above! This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Extends the gauge for the drive reversal. Heading into the end game now. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Pushing through with the Gladius. Jumps up. Barely blocks the jump in. Goes with a safe stun with that target. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Burnout activates. Max SA gauges. Unbelievable. In with the crossbow. They just blinks in. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Ooh, what a smart flow. No, critical art now. What a finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jungle. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What's the play here? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. No good up high. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? Holds out with a block. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Strings it all together. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still gets him. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Projectile to try and change the situation. Parries the projectile. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters planning something? Player 2 can build off his lead. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow? Okay, creating some space here. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Big throws. Player 2 can't use any... burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. What'll happen here? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Links in! Knockdown and... They're going for the super art? This Dragon Lash Flame could be big! Oh, they changed sides! Now! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Shakes things up with a fireball. Dropping. Jumps up. Medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Gets the counter hit. Quick dash Katsu. Amazing. Oh, huge hit. Cuts that off. Player 2 burnout state. A very precarious situation. Solid anti-air. Noticeable life lead is a tough to close it out. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's the play here? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Fireball up close. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Chin right kick for a mix-up. Gets the knockdown, and now goes for the jump in. A quick breather. Oh, they were looking for that overhead move. Risky up-close scrap still going. Zones with the fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. Genius read. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Both fighters have a full super meter experiencing burnout. Guys, it's a good spot to use the super. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Overdrive art? Had the radar up and running. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Gets a chance with that jump in. All right. Throws him down. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. No more drive gauge. Knockdown.
How's this? You can!
Big counter. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Throws them. What's next? Decides to meet them in the air. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown and player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. How will they manage their drive gauge? Bumps up. Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 will burnout trigger. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Somehow manages to clinch it. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Wraps it up with a throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Back into the corner. What setup do they? A back throw for damage and vital positioning. The jump in is enough. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation. Ooh, what a smart throw. Ooh, you never know. Solid anti-air. Throws him. What now? Gets the side switch.
No way.
Quick dash. They were sitting on their meter for this super art. Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough? Oh, so close. The next moves are gonna be crucial. They gotta find something to work with here. A real test of nerves here. For Burnout, they are done. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Starts off zoning with Fireball. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. Throws them. What's next? Neither of them willing to back off. All right, what's coming up next? The low doesn't connect. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. That's the jump in they were looking for. Shoots off a fireball up close. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive use. Get some. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. Connects with medium kick. Grabs him. This may be it. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Nice counter. Knockdown and player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Throws him. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. They're going for the super art. The Dragon Last Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Both sides getting ready. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Hanging on to a gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can kill themselves a streak.
A new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Starting the action off with some fireballs. Checks with a projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 has the life lead. The cross-up connects. Solid combo. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Goes for the super art? KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Holds out with the block. Jumps in. Drive boosted Hadou. Looking for a chance. Okay, they trade hits. Gets the jump in. Knockdown and... Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Their will to win is really being tested here. Burnout activates. Cross-up attack. This is gonna hurt. Okay, here we go. Player 2, the low kick hits. Oh, they switch sides. Fencing on the fireball. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Decides to buff up while they can. Nails the anti-air. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Taking stock. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They piled up and hits him with a stop and pop. Shoots off a fireball up. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They exchange blows. A quick breather. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Shinku Hadouken! Okay, here we go. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. All in with a rush. But they may have a plan here. What'll be the plan here? Close range projectile. Player 2 has completed the what a finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open, this is gonna hurt. This is a smart play to stop the opponent there. Risky up-close scrap uses their drive gauge. Okay, nobody blink. Barely blocks the jump-in. Medium kick tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Slows that off. All in with a rock. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. There's an overdrive Hadou. Sticks out a kick. Sets up with the jump-in. The jump-in is denied. Back into the jump. Will this super art do anything? Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
This is the path I have chosen. Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. What's the play here? Brushes off the impact. Gets the jump in. All right, what's coming up next? Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Getting into the burnout. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Drive boosted Hadou. Ghoul gain control of the match in the early going. Gets the counter hit throw. From upstairs. Flashes them. Risky up close scrap still going. Full FR burnout activates. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1, a gutsy fireball gives them the round. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. The cross-up's good. Goes for the throw. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Taking stock. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? All right, what's coming up next? Combo with the target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. Knockdown. Where is their opening? Snipes them out the air. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Overhead. Ooh, snap kick sends them spinning. Player two chases them down. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Breaks the block with a throw. That's not gonna hit. Quick dashing. Experiencing burnout. Their spacing is so on point on Super Art. Solid and the KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Uses their drive game. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player two drops below on gauge stop, but a good call to take that round. Big hit flashes the blue to stop the jumping. This is gonna hurt. Quick dash. Both sides getting ready. They're in range. Drops them hard. Presses for a reaction with the fireball. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? I can't believe it. They didn't take the throw. Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that jump. They're laying into each other. Goes for the jump in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They trade hits, and now takes a trip. Shoots off a fireball up close. The jump in catches them. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sets that jump in easily. Now they can go on the offensive. Player two creates a good, brushes that off and keeps going. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up here. Both fighters planning something? Throws a fireball. Connects with medium kick. Side switch in the corner. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Medium breaks it. KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Ooh.
challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player two chases them down. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory. KO! Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Solid trigger on the toxic blocking to pile on the damage. There's a change of sides. Player one has the right lead. Can they use it? Drive boosted Hadouken manages to block the jump-in attack, experiencing burnout. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Barely blocks the jump-in. Quick breather. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Scrapping it out up close. Ooh, what a smart blow! Drive rush! Checks with immediate, springs forward with the drive rush. Nice big pulse comes out to play. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. A fireball at that range? Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Stays cool in counters. What are they thinking here?
CH.
This is a good range.
Almost
to test the
there,
opponent's
dude.
Reaction to fireballs. Deftly shuts out the jump. Trips him up. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Not shy with the grab. All right, what's coming up next? Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Reads their mind and texts the throw. Okay, creating some space here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player one will have to fight back here without any drive.
CH. I swallow cum.
Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Suspending that drive gauge. Who's going to start things off? Player two chases them down. Drive rush to keep it going. Jumps up. Oh no! Takes up the counter. This is going to be huge. Solid trigger on the toxic block. Pile on that damage. It's a good spot to use the super.
Ah, man.
Is this gonna kill?
My magnum opus!
The super art doesn't kill. They gotta focus to finish this off. Opts to open up their defense with entrapment. Just no escaping that. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Fires off in overdrive. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Who's going to break the silence first? Decides to buff up while they can. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Taking stock. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. This is a gigantic life lead. That was a tough toss-up. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Eats off a fireball up close. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. Drive rush to keep it going. Very difficult to use drive gauge. How will both fighters cope? Quick breather. Fires off a Nightshade Pulse. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Time to reassess the situation. Dives in with cool fate. Jumps. Burnout activates. Jumps up. Goes for the fireball. Finishes it with the anti-air. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
More 100, let's go.
CH. Phoenix is gay.
I'm not, bro. Come on. Why you say that? Oh no. That's fucking bad.
Here comes a new
Another
challenger.
Aki. Oh no. Yeah, why you say that, bro? Why you been toxic?
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Wow! Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Who's it gonna be? Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gun-shy. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? They need to rely on their instinct. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Quick breather. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Checks with a medium kick. Drops him hard. So little life left. A real test of nerves here. Clean transition to toxic blossom. Player 1 is in a very all the throw connects. Amazing. The next attack. No! Critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Flatline zone.
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? There's an overdrive shorty. Saw that
CH.
coming.
Well done.
This is gonna hurt. Player 1 has the super gauge that controls him from above. Dangerous range here. Trying to dig in deep with those claws. Reversal. Getting it all on the drive rush. That's gonna leave him rattled. Here comes the corner pressure. Smart play, triggering toxic block. Clean transition to toxic. Burns out. This is some big damage.
Oh
Player
no!
1 with the rhythm, holding that face. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Nightshade Reads the jump in perfectly. The throw whiffs. Side switch in the corner. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Good anti-air. What's the play here? Not letting that go. Goes for an overhead. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Projectile to try and change the situation. They're at the center of the stage. What happens if it snipes them out the air? Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Doesn't miss a beat. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Fires off, brushes that off, and keeps going. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. They return to center stage. Going in. Looking for a chance. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. There's an overdrive shorty. Life lead is there. Blocks the drive reversal. Looking to shred something. Wall flat into the card frame. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. That's gonna leave them rattled. Tensions are running high. Both of them can finish this now. No! Critical art now. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. That has a bit of OD spice. This is it. Who's gonna take it on? Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Connects with the throw. Knockdown and player 1, this is gonna hurt. Taking chunks out of each other here. Looking to shred something. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They got that back throw was huge.
I don't do that.
Throws him. Can this drive bring them back? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Carries the fireball. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? The drive gauge is burnout. Did they mean to do that? Are you kidding me? Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
That's not 250. That's fucking bad. That's what happened. We try the best, but we
Challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
Got you.
The drive parry was successful. Gets a good read on their opponent. The combo's there. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Both fighters planning something? This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Gets tagged by the fireball. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 needs the burnout triggered. Drive brushes that off and keeps going. Player
No
2
way.
in dire straits with burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Looking to impress with this super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Yo, you good?
Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. Ah, burnout activates. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Player 2 both got him up against in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Goes for the jump, hits them with a stop and drop. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Sees the overhead coming. Player 2 is all in with the rush. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 with the lead. Hitting it all on the drive rush. Jump goes to the air. Back into the corner. Look forward rush. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with the low. Somehow all the throw connects. What are the drops though? Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Shakes things up with the fireball. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Overhead attack. Are you kidding me? Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Rising uppercut. Gets the knockdown, and now, smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. Decides to go in with the target. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Got their eye on the air. Checks them with the projectile. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Right lead opens up. Box him with a target combo. Oh, easy tech. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round. Ah, burnout activates. KO! Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This is gonna be bad news. Jumps in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 rising uppercut. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. It's a good spot to use the super. The Pale Rider hits. Now they've got him trapped. How are they gonna get out?
Yo, you good?
Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinks. We have a super art, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 will need to play it conservative and all in with the rush. Player 2 with the power to read that throw. Crowns him from above. Who's gonna take it? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Lifeline zone. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both sides looking for an opening. The move whiffs, and they get nailed with a punch counter. Knockdown. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Throws him. What's next? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. This is a huge chance to make him feel it. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Goes for the super art. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Brush that off and keep going. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Tries them open with a Shoryuken. Still scrapping for control of the stick. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, what's this? of a great opening here to pick him. A quick breather. They're going for the super art. Player one ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Wait for hit. We're gonna see it rain. Player two, they get the win by sustaining good corner pressure and not giving them any breathing room. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Choke.
This is the path I have chosen. Here comes a new challenger.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Starting the action off with some fireballs. Starts off Tony with fireballs. That was a solid anti-air. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. Player two chases them down. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. They take some time to back off and regroup. Oh, burnout triggered! Player two needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Shoots off a fireball up close. The kick hits! Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player one has the life advantage. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Playing burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Genius read. Denies the jump in. Not much life difference. Super art on deck, turning it right up with a super. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? It's the drive. Doing some quick the low. What'll happen? This is gonna hurt. All the throw connects. Breaks it. Playing for burnout. Do they need it to toss off the tank and scores the win? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Overdrive to go. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Sets up with the jump in. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
What's wrong? Get up!
Fireball pressure. Trying to weigh down the opponent. Crowns him from above. Okay, charges up the plasma. Player one can't let this simmer. He comes right a fireball at that range. Player one showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gets them with the anti-air. Gets the jump in. Neither of them willing to back off here. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Brings out the super. How's it gonna work out for them? Player 2 chases them down. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Medium kick hits. Jumps in, finishes it with the anti-air.
There we go.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Just out of range, but baits out the attack and gets the punish out. Goes for the super art early to try and establish a big life lead from the get-go. Player 2 can build off this lead. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter again. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Still slugging it out at this range. Takes the opponent out of it, springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 crowns him from above. What'll happen here? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Blocks it. You've got to be mindful. This is gonna hurt. Dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with the fireball. The last round crowns him from above. Burnout activates. Oh, putting the cherry on top. That back throw was huge. Right drops him hard. Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with Burnt knockdown. Here comes the mixer. Anti-air in the clutch. Bear recovered. The throw is denied. Clutch, anti-air. They're in range. This is gonna hurt. Drive rush. Oh, drive rush. This is a critical moment. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final attack. They are done. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Jump in, finds the mark. Tries to bait him with the projectile. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Trips him up. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Throws him. What's next? Taking stock. Drive gauge finally recovers. Order makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Takes a trip. Player 2 can build off this lead. Barely blocks the jump in. Shows the medium kick. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. What'll happen here? Goes for the rush. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Pokes with a medium kick. In there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Parries to cancel the fire. Checks him with the projectile. Deftly shuts off the jumper. And Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Who's going to break the silence first? Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Knockdown. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Checks with the projectile. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Reads their mind and techs their throw. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Does a good job of pushing back. Goes for the super art.
Oh, bro.
Reacts to the throw. Neither of them willing to back off here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Takes a trip. Drive rush to keep it going. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Parries to cancel the fireball. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Going in? Big throw. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Breaks the block with a throw. Gets him with the anti-air. KO!
Let's go.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Minus 15, come on. It's gonna be too right.
Here comes a new challenger.
If I lose this, I'm gonna stop. Fuck it. I'm close.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the command grab. Gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Throws him. What's next? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Just out of range for that throw. Player 1 down to the wire. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Player 2 chases them down, hits them for the stun. This might be over right here. And a super activation. Looking to score some, they saw a path and they took it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nails the anti-air. Show up more. Going on the offensive. Gets the jump in. Very slick with the combo. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Took him to the corner and a splash. Burnout activates. Anything off the smash? Medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Hanging on for dear life. They were not clear for takeoff. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Oh, I did this. Oh, thank you. We got the rank. Let's go. Oh, we did it. Finally.
First online ranked match. Fighting ground. Special match. Online ranked match. Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to turn up the pressure with the overdrive projectile. Player 1 with the life lead. Gets a chance without jumping. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Throws him to negate the block. Knockdown. Denies the low heavy. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Projectile to try and change the situation. Taking stock. Heading into the end game. Oh!
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Perfect input. Not letting up. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Medium kick.
Okay, you come on, get with it.
What'll happen here? Dashes forward.
Sure you can.
Looking for a chance. Sand blast. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Pokes with a medium kick. Perfect input. Not letting up. Overdrive of Shogun experiencing burnout. Going in. Player, they couldn't tech the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Who's gonna make a move? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Big counter. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Time's the only thing moving here. Taking springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. One combo can end this round right now. Drive boosted Hadouken! Neither fighter can land the deciding hit. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. This is the perfect range. Oh! There's the drive impact that's going to lead to KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jump! Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be with the solar plexus strike. Light ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Wow, that's some big time damage. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
We did it. Can we keep our stuff right now?